A teacher has been sexually assaulting some Alliance Girls High School students.
What a one my people, go by the name Adrian Kana Kenya, and today manze niko na story ingine so sad. Do you know kuna mwalimu alikuwa anakula wanafunzi? Do you know kuna paka mzee ilikuwa inakunywa maziwa? Is none other than Peter Ayiro, Alliance teacher manze. There's an article that imekuwa ikisirculate around the internet, and here guys, you'll be surprised kwa zile shit zinafanyika. This teacher amekuwa akifanya hiyo shit for 20 good years. Pige mahesabu kidogo, let's say kuna mdemo alikuwa pale hivyo 20 years ago. Mr. Ayiro akamfanyia same shit, take advantage of her na akamfanyia anything alikuwa anataka. 20 years later, like not even 20 years later, let's say like 16 years later, ameleta mtoi wake same school which is Alliance Girls, amefanyiwa the same thing yenye mamake alifanyiwa 20 years ago. Una get? That's how yani kitu inaka so bad, yani mtu anakula kuku na vifaranga. So there's this lady amenarrate story venye kalienda. Una get everything on the article, and in a minute nitakuwa naonyesha that video. I'll be playing the video.
A teacher has been sexually assaulting some Alliance Girls High School students since he began working there over 20 years ago. According to an article by Africa Uncensored, over 24 Alliance Girls alumni were interviewed, and they shared grueling and heartbreaking experiences of being sexually molested by Peter Ayiro, who teaches German at the high school. Mr. Peter Ayiro was a very charismatic man who was best friends with all of the principals who ever worked at Alliance Girls High School. He also used to give the girls important life advice, and he was also the Christian Union patron, and a lot of the girls viewed him as being very spiritual, very morally grounded, and very in tune with God, and as a result, they easily trusted him. In fact, some students tried to get close to their teacher, Mr. Ayiro, because there were privileges involved. For instance, he would take specific girls from classroom or from preps, take them to the staff room and give them different snacks brought from outside. And this was actually considered a privilege in boarding school because snacks from outside was actually prohibited. He would also remove specific girls from their classrooms and take them out to different establishments like Java to just eat, and he would also take them to other fast food restaurants, and this was actually considered a huge privilege in boarding school. But what appeared to be a teacher's favorism towards his student was actually something more sinister. Mr. Ayiro was actually manipulating his students using different tactics like grooming, gaslighting, breadcrumbing, and downright abuse. For instance, he would inappropriately hug the students and touch their behinds and their chest area. He would also kiss some students on the lips. He would call some students his wife and use sexually explicit content when talking to some of his students. And he would also reach out to multiple girls who had completed their KCSE examinations and initiate a full-blown sexual relationship with his former students. He would also just downright sexually assault his students, whether in public or in private. And remember, when all of this was happening, Mr. Ayiro was in his 30s and the students were teenagers. Some of the students wish they had reported it immediately after it happened, but unfortunately they were afraid. Mr. Ayiro was someone they respected, someone they feared. They didn't want him to hate them, and they also didn't want him to retaliate if they reported. Remember, there was a real power play dynamics, the teacher and student power play dynamics in that school. You may be wondering, where were all the other teachers at Alliance Girls High School and why did they not intervene? Well, according to one alumni, the teachers had the bystander effect. They had simply failed the students. When they were told what was happening, they gave many different excuses. They said they did not have concrete evidence, they did not want to lose their jobs, they did not want to step on Mr. Ayiro's toes or get involved with anything he was doing. And some of the teachers actually talked to some of the students privately and told them to be very careful around Mr. Ayiro, but that's all they did. Some teachers even advised some of the girls not to take the German language subject. Many alumni of Alliance Girls High School who graduated in different years have come out to say that Mr. Ayiro sexually assaulted them. So this abuse spans for over a period of around 15 to 20 years. And unfortunately, he is still working at Alliance Girls High School, and he has not been held accountable for his actions, and he has not been taken to court or jailed.
A lot has been happening kwa hizi boarding school, vitu mingi zinafanyika, unapata not only for zile girls school, even kwa boys school tumesikia kuna shit zinafanyika.